The Kayfabe Crunch exists thanks to Planet Sinew. In 2020, transform your holiday bod from Santa to suntan. If you think you don't need to, look again. Refer a friend of equal or greater weight for a 20% discount on a 7-year membership. At Planet Sinew, we don't judge, but the people watching our workout rooms on Twitch might.
The Kayfabe Crunch. You just made the news.
Good day. I'm Tristan Turnbuckle Splash, and this is your Kayfabe Crunch for Saturday, January 11th, 2019. Support for this podcast comes from our tight-bodied friends at Planet Sinew, but also from you, our informed listeners. Without you, the Kayfabe Crunch simply cannot survive. So please, pledge a monthly payment to your local Kayfabe Crunch station. We have over 600 across the United States alone, and over 2 across Europe. Please, were it not for your help, the news would die in a bloody heap of sweat and lies. Top story, John Morrison returns for the 4th time in a month. The Miz opens SmackDown with an episode of Miz TV, a show that failed to pick up any Golden Globes this season, although Miz and Mrs. swept every category. He invited his guest and friend, John Morrison, to come on down. Morrison must have enjoyed a few Friday night delights before his appearance, as he stumbled over his words a lot. Commentator and all-round deviant bastard Corey Graves insisted that Morrison's accomplishments are longer than a CVS receipt. ECW champion, 3-time Intercontinental champion, and 5-time tag team champion. That's it. What are you buying at CVS, Graves? Hyperbole pills? Morrison said he's back to defend his friend from us. According to Morrison, we turned our backs on The Miz for booing him when he attacked Kofi Kingston last week. Most popular hero on the brand, that's our fault somehow. Well, Jomo, your mojo is a no-go from Mio. You're a pro, but what's your low blow, bro? Slow the flow. It's not too late to show us the Jomo of old. I've just been told those last sentences rhymed, so I apologize to anyone who's allergic to verse or who may be rhyme-phobic. Oh, and Morrison did a cool flip kick at the end of the match that made up for everything, I guess. Now it's time for your fast count, the diving headbutts of news.
Known vegan Daniel Bryan revealed to be in possession of animal snuff material, as Ramblin Rabbit is once again killed for his entertainment.
Robert Roode returns after his wellness vacation at Rehab, the Roger Ebert Hotel and Bathhouse.
AEW's women's division would be thriving were it not for the Nightmare Collective.
Elias wants us to walk with him on the road to the Rumble. SmackDown took place from Evansville, Indiana. The Royal Rumble is in Houston, Texas. That's over 900 miles, so we better start now.
Bray Wyatt insists that not everyone is worthy of love, confirming that he's met my ex-husband.
Sheamus confirms that size matters. Length or girth? Length or girth? Length or girth, Sheamus, we need answers.
Freshly baked cake not smashed into someone's face. Fawn don't expect this to last.
NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool 2 is this Sunday. Joe Coffey is looking to take the UK Championship from Volta before Brexit can happen, or the belt may not make it through customs.
Roman Reigns reunites the family. Will star in new film, Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, Reigns and Uso. Billion-dollar franchise.
And that's your fast count.
You've been counted out. Sir, I'm gonna need you to pay the check and leave.
Lacey Evans thought she was going to face Sasha Banks last night, but Bayley revealed that Sasha was in LA, working on an exciting new opportunity with an unnamed rap star. There's no speculation on the news, so we wonder who it could be. So fresh, y'all. Bayley then referred to Evans as an overbearing mother and a jarhead. This is particularly shocking, as surely Lacey's fabulous headwear is off limits. Evans, of course, is the person we're currently cheering for, due to the fact that she learned how to make children. It can be difficult. On the other hand, we hate Bayley and Banks, because they changed their hairstyle last year. I don't make the rules, I just read the news. Evans then sprinted to the backstage area to attack Bayley, at around the pace of a frustrated gazelle. Once she found the champ, the pair brawled by some pink storage cases. You know, to remind us this is a women's segment. Bayley told Evans to put her mom jeans on and go home, but Evans' denim listened to her. Denim listened to her? Like is that supposed to be didn't? Do you think we've got too much wordplay in this episode? Like terrible wordplay at that? Because denim barely sounds like didn't. No, I'll shut up. Play the sting. Last night, Ramblin Rabbit was once again found dead. Before we leave you to hold your loved ones, we have an exclusive interview with the high-priced Southern lawyer who represents Ramblin Rabbit, Mr. Lickety Sarsaparilla. Mr. Sarsaparilla, thanks for taking time to talk to the Kayfabe Crunch.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
So, how long have you been a rabbit lawyer?
Well, it's a family business, you know how it is. My grandpappy, he was obsessed with carrots, and he figured he could get as many as he wanted by giving rabbits what they so cravenly desire, legal representation.
Mm-hmm. And your current client, Ramblin Rabbit, he's had a rough time of it recently.
Yes, he's been killed now on 12 times on WWE television in the last 9 months. It's a travesty, nothing less.
Absolutely. Now, obviously we know who is behind these murders.
Bray Wyatt, yes.
And does it bother you that Mr. Rabbit's owner is the one committing these violent atrocities?
Why, no.
Well, that's good. I'm sorry, no?
No, of course not. Wyatt is supposed to be killing my client on the regular. The two of us have a lucrative life insurance policy out on that fuzzy critter. In fact, if you ask me, my client is not being killed enough. It should be 2, maybe 3 times a week. I want to see his brains on the walls and his little cottontail explode like a dandelion in the wind, yes, sir.
So, and just for the clarity of journalism, you want your client to be killed? For insurance purposes?
Why, yes. It's just one of many white-collar loopholes in this broken system we call the United States of Freedom.
But you do realize you're saying this live on a news podcast.
I do not care. Aren't these things only heard by basement dwellers and crab fanciers?
Well, some are, but we have over 602 local stations, both in America and Europe. Mr. Sarsaparilla?
Oh, hold on a minute, young man. I need to call my lawyer.
There's just time for the Crunch quiz. Answer the following question for a chance to win a year of membership to your local Planet Sinew. Planet Sinew, crafting calves of cobalt since 2009. What is Shinsuke Nakamura known as? A. The Painter. B. The Bin Man. C. The Sex Pest. Or D. All of the above. Send your answer in an MP3 on a mini disc and post that disc to your local Kayfabe Crunch station, which, by the way, still needs your support. May I recommend a modest monthly donation of £999. It's not quite $1,000, and you can always remortgage your second home. Go on, do it for the news. Join us Tuesday when we'll have all the latest news from Monday Night Raw. And come back next Saturday when we'll decide if Starship Pain is a good name for a finishing move. This has been the Kayfabe Crunch, your not quite daily, not quite news, bump for the world of professional wrestling.
The Kayfabe Crunch exists thanks to Planet Sinew. Our 60-minute muscle building classes will have you on the floor, begging your God to make the pain stop. But in a good way. Planet Sinew now employs fully qualified fitness experts. So you no longer have to worry about European gangsters stretching you out. Sweat yourself slim today.
The Kayfabe Crunch